Did you know that throughout the entire history of the world, over 100 billion people have lived on Earth? Right now, there are about 8 billion of us still alive. But have you ever wondered, what does it really mean to be alive or dead? And what do those terms mean to God? For us, someone is considered dead when their heart stops, they no longer breathe, and their brain no longer sends signals to their body. But God, the source of all life, sees it differently. To him, those who truly live are the ones who love him, who've built a relationship with him, and who stay connected through faith. These people are known as saints, and they remain alive, forever in communion with God, even after what we call death. On the other hand, those who don't know God or choose to live without him are what we might call spiritually dead. Now here's the incredible part. At the end of time, every single person who ever lived will be resurrected. Their souls will reunite with their bodies, but not just the bodies we have now. These will be transformed, healed, and filled with life from Christ himself. Those who loved God will continue in eternal life, forever in his presence. But those who choose a life without God will struggle to exist without him. There are countless forgotten souls, saints whose names and graves have faded with time. Yet to God, their souls are more alive than many living today. To honor those saints, the living started a beautiful tradition. Once a year, a special day was set aside to remember them. This day is called All Saints' Day. But over time, it became known by another name, one you're probably familiar with: Halloween. Yep, that Halloween. But did you know that in the beginning, it wasn't just about costumes and candy? The day was filled with prayers for the dead. Candles were lit to symbolize life and prayers rising up to God. People shared cakes and treats, not just for fun, but in exchange for prayers for their deceased loved ones. Over time, the traditions shifted. What started as a holy day to remember the saints has become more about dressing up and having fun. Don't get me wrong, celebrating is awesome, but behind the fun, there's a deeper meaning to many of the symbols we see. Take jack-o'-lanterns, for example. They were originally a reminder of the candles people lit while praying for the dead. Cobwebs, crows, and spiders. They symbolize the places where forgotten souls rest, saints we rarely remember. And the costumes we wear. They were once a reminder of how destructive death can be and how terrifying it is to live without God, because for those without him, death could become eternal. And the joy we feel today, it's a reflection of the hope we have for resurrection, that one day we'll be reunited with the ones we've loved and lost. So as you celebrate this Halloween with all its fun and games, take a moment to think about those who've gone before you. Do you have grandparents, relatives, or friends who've passed away? People you still miss? Maybe during this time of joy and celebration you can pause. Just for a minute, remember them. Think of those warm memories you shared, the moments that live on in your heart, and maybe say a little prayer for them, asking God to grant them eternal life with him and his saints. After all, this holiday is more than costumes and candy. It's a reminder that life doesn't end with death, and one day we'll all be reunited.